It is impossible to figure out which are the deepest fears that affect each person. The possibility of variations is too high to give a real answer. However, there is something on which everyone agrees. The fear of the unknown becomes a common denominator. Facing a phenomenon that doesn't have logic can send chills down everyone's spine. Something that you will undoubtedly feel during this video, where you will witness unimaginable situations. 5 videos that you have never seen, and that will surely accompany your dreams tonight. So stay tuned to see this top, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 creepy videos that you should never watch before going to sleep. Much of the videos you are about to see were sent by my audience. If you know or have paranormal material that you would like for me to see, do not hesitate to send it to the email you now see on screen, or as a direct message to my official Facebook. Without more, let's begin. Number 5. The record that is responsible for welcoming us to this top corresponds to a rare episode that was recorded by security cameras, and that Felix, a subscriber of the channel, provided me with the possibility of analyzing it with you. It all happened one night in a house located in the suburbs of the city of Girardota in Colombia. The camera that was located in the back of the residence suddenly began to register a phenomena so rare and so unusual that to this day, its fearful dwellers do not want to spend one more night there. Watch. Although this video seems to be simply a chair moving, something else happens here that was the main reason why I didn't rule it out. This is not the only video which shows the chair behaving strangely. There is another one. Our subscriber emphasizes something you probably didn't see. Did you notice how it seems that the chair passes behind this light? This light is supposed to be projected by this bulb. However, against all logic, the chair passes behind the projected light. How can this be possible? Are we making a mistake? Is it just a perspective error? The chair moving by itself, plus the strange image, makes us think that something really strange happened here. Tell me what you think. Number 4. If there is something that really generates fear and anguish, it is those paranormal phenomena where children are involved. And it is that the mere fact of thinking that innocent creatures are at the mercy of unknown manifestations arouses in us a strange feeling of lack of protection of what may be happening to the minor. All these feelings that I just finished mentioning to you were experienced firsthand by Dylan Chang, a regular subscriber of the channel, who, according to him, was left with a tight heart when witnessing the record that you are now about to see. Despite the fact that the image is not entirely clear, you can still see a face that appears just centimeters away where a baby slept, at which point the monitor captures how the child's body performed strange and sudden movements under the sheets, while the face remains completely still. The next day, there was no information on the state of the minor or what his current situation is. However, judging by the image, those sudden movements were caused by that thing that makes its mysterious presence noticed. What other explanation could you add to justify this intriguing footage? Number 3. The video that lies in this position came into my possession from Kikín Blush, who from Chile witnessed a disturbing moment that occurred in a house located in front of his house. In his email, he explains to us that an old couple lived in that house, 2 very nice grandparents who brightened up the neighborhood. But then everything changed overnight when the lady died, and 3 days later, her husband passed away. The house was completely abandoned. For weeks, the children and grandchildren of the couple were seen entering and leaving. They put their things in boxes to later take them. So far, nothing strange. Nothing until the night of last April 6th. You see, the video on the screen corresponds to a night around 4 in the morning. Our subscriber tells us that he woke up at the same time to the agitated barking of dogs throughout the block. When he looked out of his window, with a quick glance, he saw nothing, except that the light of the room of the elders was the only one turned on in the house. He stood there watching until something absolutely inexplicable motivated him to take out his cell phone and recorded the following footage. I remind you that their house was abandoned for weeks, so it is still not possible to explain who or what was moving so quickly from side to side. In the video, you can hear voices that makes us understand that they were calling the police. Obviously, in that house, no one should be there. The family of the couple, very close friends of our subscriber, only entered the house during the mornings, never at night. So that shadow that moves from side to side must have been a thief. The most incredible thing happened when the police arrived. When they entered, everything was closed. They found absolutely nothing, and no one inside. The boxes left by the family were intact, except for one thing, a painting of the old couple. The next day, the family confessed that none of them visited the house that night. That shadow should be from a stranger. But why would someone want to steal a painting of a couple? But beyond that, do you think this behavior is normal? Could a person move at such speed? Until today, this record makes the hair stand of all those who see it. Number 2. It is not the first time that I say that the materialization of spirits never occurs as the horror movies try to show. The paranormal concept in Hollywood is always represented with huge beings defying beings that arrive to attack the evil adventurers. Paranormal things do not happen like this. You see, generally are for those who have claimed to experience events like this. These are manifested in a completely different way. They are manifested as subtle shadows without a defined shape. And to exemplify it, what better than to leave you with the registration of another subscriber? Did you notice? Did you see that brown figure going by at full speed? At first I thought it was just dirt. You see a man with a shovel, so maybe he was just throwing dirt somewhere else. But here's what's odd. That amount of dirt is too much to be lifted and thrown like that. It looks like he uses the shovel again, this time moving much more dirt. The amount of dirt from the previous video is too much. So much that he and his partner must have been covered in it. Do you think that it was dirt that passed at high speed in this footage? Tell me what you think. Number 1. TikTok is becoming very popular when it comes to uploading personal videos. For some reason, young people no longer use YouTube to upload these types of records. Now the short vlogs seem to all come out of here. I mention that because the following video comes from there. Remember the video of the young woman you see on screen? The one where they played hide and seek, and suddenly something strange began to happen in their home. Well, recently she has continued to upload her account with impressive records that clearly indicate that her situation continues to worsen. This time there were 3 records that she released, and where she records that enigmatic being that is making her life a living hell. We do not know if these records were recorded before or after the first ones I showed you. We only have to see and analyze them. Pay attention.
Mom, the power went out. I don't want to freak you out anymore. I think it's back. Wait, Mom, the power went out. I don't want to freak you out anymore. I think it's back. Wait.
The records speak for themselves. Fright and terror have taken over this young woman, and of course, how could it not, being impossible for her to get rid of that strange being who continues to visit her. I'll apply light effects to see if you can capture something else. We don't know anything about this young woman, and her videos are still uploading like this without any context. Who or what could it be, with its bright eyes that can be seen in the dark? You can leave your opinions in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.